Good morning, sir. Are you Tracy Davis?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
All right, my computer's doing weird things. It just did that. Give us just a second. I mean,
Or to keep him on probation, Judge. The violations, as with so many people that are on probation, the reporting part, he didn't have a ride. He had to rely on a ride share, and he didn't have a phone, so the phone that he used to call and set up the ride, that wasn't his phone, it was somebody else's phone number. So when the ride got there, they called that phone, but that phone, the person who had the phone was long gone. So he didn't have a ride to get the probation on several occasions, or one of those occasions. To his credit, he doesn't have any new offenses. He appears that he's telling me that he's got a job as a longshoreman. He's been working as a longshoreman at the Port of Beaumont. He's able to go back and get that job if he were to be released on probation. He would like a chance to do that. He's got a 12-year-old son who's currently playing basketball. He wants to go back and help coach his son in basketball and create a better life for him. Part of the issue, I think, is he's got his father, I believe, has some kind of a restraining order against him to where he can't go back home. It had nothing to do with this case. It's just his father didn't want him back at the house. His father's been calling my office weekly telling me that he's welcome back at the home now, so he wouldn't have to be living in hotels. So the money part of it would be taken care of. He's just asking for another chance on probation and prove to you that he can follow the rules this time. I think at the appropriate time, I think he may want to say something.
I want to read the letter, so.
okay.
Good morning, Ms. Willis. I'd like to first off, I apologize to you.
Speak up. I can't hear you.
Good morning, Ms. Willis. I'd first like to apologize to you for not taking my responsibility that the court said for me to have. I had trouble reporting for several reasons that I wish to.
You slow down and speak up.
I had trouble reporting for several reasons that I wish to explain to you now. The first reason, I missed my ride because I did not have a phone, so I didn't know how to meet. And I didn't know to meet people when they arrived because I used someone else's phone and they ended up leaving me. The second issue is I was standing outside of my door where I was staying. A man was stabbing my door with a knife for a reason that I don't know. So that scared me and gave me PTSD, and I did not know what was happening until I saw the man on the news for stabbing several other people. I was in fear of my life at the time. Next, I missed the inmate tomorrow meeting because I missed my ride again and tried to reschedule, but they said I already came in. So I had confusion on the phone that day, so the lady told me call me back the next day. Then I had to move to another room because of the stabbing situation, and I never got the chance to call that day. I had a drug test where I called, and I was, the next reason, about to say, I failed the drug test, I called, and I was going to just be put on a 15-day freeze, but I asked to go to Walmart to a halfway house, and he got mad and unsuccessfully discharged me.
All right, thank you. Mr. Smith?
Judge, it seems like on somebody else or something else, it's never his fault. He doesn't accept responsibility. He's already been to safety, he's given the tools. He's failed to be able to put those to use in his life. And we would ask for revocation and sentencing him to TDC for capital 6.
He walked into court with a list of reasons: the ride he missed, the phone he didn't have, the men with a knife at the door. But the judge had heard enough. After failing to report, skipping treatment, and refusing responsibility, she made her decision. No more chances. No more excuses. What happened next stunned the entire courtroom.
And Ms. Cole, thank you for being here. Is there anything that you want to add?
We're just at this court's discretion. As far as him reporting, his father came with him the first time that he reported, and his dad was actively his transportation to get there. He did provide me with a phone number where I was able to reach him at one time, and then he stopped answering. The MHMR, they set up his appointment for him through the OSAR drug treatment, because he went over there and he missed that appointment. They even tried to call him. I tried to make contact with him several times. I called his father several times to get him to come in, and he did not. And upon talking with him at the jail to do the pre-sentence report, he still refuses to accept responsibility for his actions. So we leave it to the court's discretion at this time.
Someone's back there waving at me. I'm not sure if you have another. We're not.
And I will be responsible for taking him back and forth to his appointments.
Thank you, ma'am. Well, I mean, what is so there's some kind of mental health issue, but we don't know what, because he never went to the evaluation. Is that correct?
He was instructed to go. I helped him make that appointment at one time. He was instructed to go not once, but twice. And he did not go. He was actually staying at a hotel literally about 15 minutes from probation. He could have walked down the street. And he just chose to disregard that.
Mr. Spencer, if this was your first probation, I'd probably feel a little differently, but you've been on probation twice before for felonies, and both of those were revoked, and then you were given another opportunity. Yeah. All right, I'm going to find, you know what it takes to be on probation. You know what it takes to try to be successful. You've been given those opportunities. The fact that this is your third and I gave you that opportunity was already a big deal, and the fact that Mr. Smith did. I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 4 freely and voluntarily. Is it a cap?
Cap of 6.
Sorry, it doesn't say. I need that. Those updated reports need to say that on that. Cap 6, okay. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of assault on a peace officer. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 5 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Rojas. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff. Let's see. Got any more sentencings? Let's see, on who's got Jacoby Chambers? Mr. Rojas, that's a sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
This was his third probation. 3 chances. And when the judge asked why he failed again, every answer pointed to someone else. The probation officer, the ride, the hotel, the phone. But none of it worked. The judge laid out his history, his missed obligation.
Remotely, okay. It's Monday on a Tuesday. Why wouldn't it be like this? You get back from vacation and I wouldn't expect anything else. Good morning, sir. You're Jacoby Chambers. And this is cause number 2137015. Mr. Chambers on probation, 10-year deferred for aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury. Previously in court, entered pleas of true and a motion to adjudicate to failure to report, testing positive, and then failure to complete community service and failure to pay fees. There were several items that he did not plead true to. Does the state wish to put any evidence on with regard to those counts?
Okay, Judge, if you would allow me just a moment to speak with Ms. Lopez.
Sure.
I didn't know the court's position on that, but she's here this morning.
I mean, it's up to you. If it depends what you're asking.
I don't mind.
Okay, I'll hold it for a minute while y'all visit. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, go have a seat, sir.
A courtroom stalls
Yeah.
as technology fails and patience
All right, I'm
wins.
going to find. I mean,
a man
it-
stands
yeah.
asking for mercy, armed
You
only
know
with
what it takes
excuses
to
and
be on
hope.
probation. You know what it
But the
takes to
judge
try to be
hasn't yet
successful.
revealed what
You've been
truly
given those
matters.
opportunities. The fact that
Missed
this is your
rides,
third,
borrowed
and I gave you that
phones,
opportunity
and
was
fear-filled
already a big
stories
deal.
flood
And the
the
fact that
record.
Mr. Smith did.
Instead
I'm
of
going to find that
accountability,
you entered your
blame
pleas true
scatters
to
in
counts
every
1
direction.
through
Now
4
the judge
freely and
weighs
voluntarily.
credibility, and history changes
find-
everything. The morning begins uneasily as
Is
technical
it a
glitches
cap?
ripple through the courtroom,
Couple
mirroring the
six.
Sorry, it
instability
doesn't say.
about to
I need that.
unfold.
Those updated reports
Tracy
need to
Davis
say that
stands
on that.
before Judge West, seeking to remain on probation.
Okay.
His attorney paints a picture of
I'm
struggle,
going to find
missed
sufficient
rides,
evidence
no
to find you
phone,
guilty, and at
unstable
this time find you
housing, and
guilty
a
of
desire
assault on
to
a peace
rebuild.
officer. I'm going to sentence
Davis
you to a
claims
term
he's
of
found
5
work
years
at
in
the
the
court and dreams
institutional
of coaching
division of
his
the
son.
Texas Department of Corrections.
On the surface,
You will
it
receive
sounds like
credit
a
on
man
that
trying
sentence
to
for any
rise.
time that you've been in custody
But
that
as
the
the
law
hearing
gives you the right to
progresses,
receive.
cracks deepen.
I'm handing you the trial
When
court
Davis
certification
speaks,
that
his
shows
account
this was
grows
an
chaotic.
agreement that I followed, and so
He
you
blames
waived your
missed
right
reports
to
on borrowed
appeal.
phones,
I have also
transportation
handed you a
failures,
written
and even a
admonishment
terrifying
regarding your
incident
ineligibility
involving
to
a stranger
possess a
with a
firearm
knife.
or ammunition.
He references
Because of the
fear,
judgment entered
trauma,
against you,
and
you're
confusion,
ineligible under
but never
Texas law
fully
to
accepts
possess a firearm or
responsibility.
ammunition.
Each
Possession of a
explanation
firearm or
distances him
ammunition could
further
lead to
from
charges
accountability.
against you. Firearm
The
is a
tone in the
legal
room
term, and you
shifts.
should read the written admonishment I
Sympathy
provide you
fades
to
into
see what
scrutiny.
devices qualify as a
The
firearm.
prosecution responds
If you have
decisively,
questions about the laws
highlighting a
that make you
pattern more
ineligible to
damaging than
possess a
any single
firearm or
violation.
ammunition, or about how long that
Davis
lasts, you
has
can talk with Mr.
resources,
Rojas.
guidance, and
Good
repeated
luck to you, sir. You can go back
chances.
with the bailiff.
Yet appointments were missed, treatment
Let's
ignored,
see.
and communication avoided.
Got
The
another
probation
any more
officer
sentencing?
confirms attempts to help were met with silence. Even when supported, Davis failed to follow through. Then comes the turning point.
Let's see, on
Judge
who's
West
got
addresses
Jacoby
the past
Chambers,
that
Mr.
cannot be
Rojas?
erased.
That's a sentencing?
This is not his first probation, nor his second. This is his third. Each prior opportunity
This
ended
was
the
his
same
third
way.
probation.
At that
3
moment,
chances.
patience turns into
And
finality.
when the judge asked why he
The
failed
judge
again,
explains
every
that
answer
probation
pointed to someone
requires
else.
effort, discipline,
The
and
probation
honesty,
officer, the
values
ride,
Davis
the hotel,
repeatedly
the
failed to
phone.
demonstrate.
But none of it worked.